We are ready for the duels at Daytona. Each duel 10 laps around Daytona International Raceway, the world center of racing, coming your way next. Duel number 1 will be the even-numbered cars, and duel number 2 will be the odd-numbered cars. Each duel will be 10 laps. In duel number 1, it'll be Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski leading them to the green flag here at Daytona. The pace car leads them off of turn number 4 down into the trial. Well, here they come. The pace car is in. And we are underway. The duel number 1. We are underway in Daytona. Down to the trial, well, they're side by side for the lead. A good jump for that outside line. Brad Keselowski getting pushed by his former teammate of Joey Logano into turn number 1. All the Fords up front working together. Here comes a big shove from the 34. Michael McDowell. Keselowski moves down to the middle. Big push coming here from Christopher Bell. Now down the back straightaway. Brad Keselowski still sticking with that middle line. As they work their way down the back straightaway, Keselowski's going to pull up to join the outside line. Eric Almirola tries to start a third line. Todd Gilliland's going to pull down behind him, as well as Chase Briscoe. That's going to leave Blaney out in the middle. And his teammate's not coming down to help him. As you can see, some guys already off the pace, and not a good run so far for Kyle Busch and his new ride, the number 8 Chevy with RCR, as Brad Keselowski leads lap number 1. And Brad Keselowski will lead the first lap. You see in the back, that's Noah Gragson and the 42. 2 rookies in this race. Ty Gibbs, Noah Gragson. 17 in duel number 1, 19 in duel number 2. And then Jimmy Johnson running the Daytona 500. Down the back straightaway for the second time, Brad Keselowski still hanging on to that lead. Into turns 3 and 4, Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano are side by side for a second now as they come off turn number 4. Back down into the trial, will Keselowski to lead lap number 2. Harvick still in second. On board now with Kevin Harvick. As he works his way down the back straightaway, next to him is the 22 of Joey Logano, who has a big shove coming. Big push from Michael McDowell, the other Ford. As they come down the back straightaway, a lot of movement in the back. A lot of moving around in the back of the pack. Now they settle in. We do have a way, even in NR2003, to make a custom starting lineup, so this actually does determine the starting lineup as we start lap number 4 out of 10. Fastest lap of the day was just ran by Ty Gibbs in the back, who does really have that drafting help. Just can't pass cars right now as they come down the back straightaway on lap 4 out of 10. Keselowski's led all the laps. Hasn't really been challenged for the lead even. As they work their way off turn number 4 back into the trial bowl. Just about halfway done. Through the trial bowl, Keselowski still hanging on to the lead. No movement on the fastest lap leaderboard. That still goes to Ty Gibbs. Brad Keselowski, really hard to not be side by side for this amount of time. This early in races at Daytona. Doesn't matter how many cars there are. He's done it though. The winner of this race will start on the inside front row, and the winner of duel number 2 will start on the outside front row. Now, as they work into the trial, we are over halfway now. Keselowski has led all 5 laps. And they still haven't been able to settle in anywhere else except really the back of the pack, where Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, and Noah Gragson have settled in. Down the back straightaway, again, can someone stop Keselowski into turns 3 and 4? And off that corner, Logano's almost able to clear Kevin Harvick. As they're back down through the tri-oval. Some cars ran really fast laps there. Keselowski was not one of them, as here comes Joey Logano looking for the lead. And Joey Logano has the lead now at Daytona. Side by side down the back straightaway for the lead. As I don't know what happened to Brad, but Brad still has a nose on Logano. Keselowski lost help. Michael McDowell was too far back. This is going to complete lap number 7. And Logano's going to lead his first lap of the day. It's the first guy not named Brad Keselowski to lead a lap. As they're side by side for the lead up front. Can anyone get the edge? Hendrick cars have had a history of starting on the pole at Daytona. But they can't seem to get Byron or Bowman up near the front. Maybe Larson or Elliott could still get on the front row in duel number 2. Still side by side for the lead up front. Here comes a big run from that inside line. They're going to give a push to Logano here, coming to 2 laps to go in duel number 1. And at the stripe, Keselowski not going to lead that lap either. The margin at the end of that lap was 1/1000th of a second. A lap and a half to go in duel number 1. Down the back straightaway, still side by side for the lead. Here they come. Keselowski's able to get ahead. And is going to pull. Not going to pull down yet. And Keselowski looks good up front. Really good lap from Brad Keselowski. Can anyone stop him on the last lap of duel number 1? I think he's too far ahead. Through 1 and 2, coming down onto the back straightaway. Does anyone have an answer for Keselowski? Into 3 and 4. I don't think Logano or Michael McDowell has the run. And through turns 3 and 4, Brad Keselowski is going to start on the pole. The inside front row for the Daytona 500. Kevin Harvick wants to jump up a couple spots. But at the line, Keselowski is going to win. Duel number 1 goes to the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Followed by McDowell, who beat out Logano at the line in duel number 1. Now let's head over for duel number 2. Into the action. The pace car leads them into the trial. Well, here they go. And the green flag is in the air for duel number 2. Truex and Chastain lead him into turn number 1. Through turns 1 and 2. Chastain with the lead, getting pushed by his rival Denny Hamlin down the back straightaway. Dillon took a peek to the inside, but no one looked like they were going to go with them. Into turns 3 and 4, Chastain is out front. and is able to clear the 19 of Martin Truex. The outside line just completely lost the inside. 2 drivers off the pace. That's Ryan Preece and Austin Hill. Yeah! And Chastain will lead lap number 1. Denny Hamlin side by side as they come into the trioval. And Denny Hamlin is able to sneak up ahead. Chastain got bumped up to the outside lane. Denny Hamlin's bringing Austin Dillon with him. And Kyle Larson and Eric Jones with that Legacy Motor Club, now partially owned by Jimmy Johnson, who is running in the Daytona 500. Hamlin leads them into 3 and 4. Chastain way up the racetrack. Austin Dillon now leads the inside after Hamlin pulled up to the top. And the leader of lap number 2 is Austin Dillon. In the 1 and 2. The first time that the leader didn't pull up to the outside going into turns 1 and 2 for most of this race as they come down the back straightaway. You can see Ryan Preece is way off the pace and Austin Hill is somewhat hanging on. And the fastest lap of the race is Cody Ware. When you get pack racing, it's really easy to get a really fast lap, even in last place. As the leader of lap number 3 is going to be Austin Dillon again, as Denny Hamlin now gets a shove from Ross Chastain. Kyle Larson is there. Dillon's moving up into the middle. This won't end well for the 3. No drafting help. Truex is going to go down to help him, and so is Chase Elliott, as now Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain are left up to dry. A middle line is forming. They're 3 wide in the front now. A lot of help coming to that middle lane. Kyle Larson to the lead. Here comes Eric Jones with help from Ricky Stenhouse on that inside lane. Hamlin and Chastain still getting shuffled back on the top. Hamlin's able to get in line, and I think Chastain is too. Now Dillon's trying to get up there with them. They're 3 wide. Austin Dillon coming around the top, trying to get 3 wide for the lead. Larson and Eric Jones are side by side. It's not working well for Dillon, Hamlin, and Chastain. They're still losing spots. Here comes the inside line led by Chris Buescher and Harrison Burton. They're 3 wide deep. Eric Jones and Kyle Larson still lead the way. Here comes Chris Buescher. They're 3 wide for the lead here in duel number 2. Super close, bunched up together, except for Hill and Ryan Preece, as Eric Jones is going to stick a nose ahead. As they work their way through turns 1 and 2. As you can see, Eric Jones is able to clear. Will he move to the top? Here comes a big run from that top lane. Jones moves to the middle. As they come back into turns 3 and 4, here comes Chris Buescher on the inside. Buescher, Burton, and Elliott lead that inside line. Into the trioval they go. And the lap leader for lap number 6 is going to be the 17 of Chris Buescher. In the 1 and 2. Soon we will find out who will join Brad Keselowski on the front row in the Daytona 500. Down the back straightaway. Eric Jones now able to sneak up a little bit. They've settled down up in the front, but they're still 3 deep in the middle of the pack. Chastain is still dropping. He's going to join Austin Hill here soon. I don't know what's happened to Ryan Preece, who is nowhere to be seen as they come back through the trioval. and Eric Jones led that lap. Here comes Priest back into the tri-oval. Chris Buescher to the front. Here comes Cody Ware up the middle. That top line is not working. Look at the middle lane. Look at Cody Ware go in that 51 car. Let's go on board with the 51 of Cody Ware. Now the inside line is moving. 2 laps to go. Who's going to join Keselowski on the front row? Will it be the other RFK car of Chris Buescher? 2 laps to go. At the stripe, Chris Buescher with the lead. And he's single file with it, the only one. Here comes Chase Elliott along the outside. Chase Elliott in the 9. With help from Truex. Not enough help, I don't think, though. Chris Buescher, the other RFK car, looks like he's going to be joining Keselowski on the front row. With a lap and a half to go, but bigger things have happened in Daytona. Jones up to the bumper. A little bit of a tandem draft almost there. Look at the shove from Eric Jones. Completely losing everyone else. Into the tri-oval, here they come. Jones and Buescher. Eric Jones just ran the fastest lap of the race doing that little tandem draft thing. As they're coming down the back straightaway, Harrison Burton and Justin Haley have caught them. Not home free yet for Buescher. Here comes Burton up the inside. Is he going to get help? Jones is not going to move down to help him. Jones is going to have to do something in 3 and 4. No move yet from Eric Jones. Here they come. Who's going to join Keselowski on the front row? At the stripe, will Jones make an attempt at it? And Chris Buescher, the RFK, sweep the Duels. RFK Racing will start on the front row. Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher will start on the front row for the Daytona 500. 2 very exciting races. It'll be Buescher and Keselowski on the front row for the Daytona 500. That'll be coming soon. The NASCAR Cup Series on Crazy Blitz now joins the Custom Cup with the Crazy Blitz TV deals. We'll see you at the Daytona 500, and coming soon is more Custom Cup action. We'll see you then.